How you doing, guys? If you've been following my channel since at least 2009, you're probably well aware of my little cellaring project I had going on, where I was cellaring Chimay Blue, Chimay Grande Réserve, Belgian quadruple from the Scaramount Abbey. 3 bottles, 3 years. Each year I'd open up the bottle, crack it open and try it. See what changes occurred over the years of cellaring it. This is a beer that can be cellared for upwards of maybe 10 years or even more. I know earlier vintages definitely could be cellared. Some even, I think there's some like 15 to 20 year examples. From what I've read over the years, perhaps the recipe or how they brew it is changed a bit, and maybe the beer is not quite as cellarable as it used to be, but it's still a well-known. It's one of the one of the top ones people mention when you talk about beers that you can cellar. What we have here, this is the last bottle of the 3, and of course you'll see down below, if you've not been following this, I'll have everything linked of the other different bottles that I've already opened, and I'll also have a link of my review of just a fresh Chimay Grande Réserve. As you can see, this bottle, the label, front label, has come off, sitting in the basement for so long. I have also purchased today a fresh bottle, and I'm going to compare that to the old bottle. So 9% alcohol by volume. It's a world famous beer. I'm going to try to get this cork out here without killing myself like Mad Max Star almost did there a little while ago in a recent video. Oh Jesus, that one had a lot to it. Alright, got my Affligem glass here. Okay, we just need a little bit, we don't need too much. Quite the big head on that. So there's a fresh glass. Looks pretty good. Also got water to clean my palate here as I test between the 2 different ones. Yeah. It's tricky. You don't want the damn thing to fly right out and hit you in the fucking eye, man. I've almost had that happen. There we go. '07-08. So this is an '08 vintage, actually. Although I picked it up in, I believe, 2009. And the other one is 12. Yep, 01-12. Now you'll see in my previous 2 videos, visible difference right there, just in the lack of head. Look at that, and that's weird because usually a fresh bottle of Chimay doesn't even usually have that much head, and it doesn't quite come on as that thick, so that's kind of strange actually. But there, that one's quite, the carbonation's really gone down. You've seen the previous 2 videos, or previous 3 videos actually, in the series. I've noticed slight differences over the years, mostly just in the flavor profile. It's really smoothed out a lot. That's usually the intention of cellaring a beer, is try to weed those harsh flavors out, smooth them together, blend them together, make a better, more drinkable drink altogether, right? Chimay, just fresh, just a fresh bottle of Chimay, to some people can be quite harsh, and I can understand that. I don't find it that bad myself. I like it, but so we'll go right here into the fresh one here. We'll do the tasting and the aroma, just for shits and giggles in comparison here. So yeah, very sweet, dark fruit, spicy on the end, Has not so much red wine notes as it does port wine. So that's more of a sweetened, fortified kind of wine, red wine. Very, very harsh. Well, the aroma's not harsh, but comparatively to some beers, it is definitely strong. So we'll go right to the taste here. Yeah, so you get those very port-like characteristics. Nice bit of maltiness there, medium-bodied. Carbonation in the end, spicy in the end, lingering spicy aftertaste. All the different flavor notes really stand out on their own. Like they're quite intense at this stage. It's an excellent beer. Warms you going down. Although, see and you get cloves. I can really see this turning people off. Okay, because it is almost cloying. It's sort of, you know, walking that tightrope between okay and cloying. It's definitely warming going down. You can definitely taste a bit of the alcohol, and you know, so it's young. It's a very young, brash beer. Strong, kick you in the face kind of thing, but it's very good. It's a world-class beer as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so we did that. Finally, after 3 years, carbonation's almost totally gone, no head. You can still definitely see all the yeast suspended in this. The bits seem a bit smaller here. Let's pour a bit more of the fresh one. No, it's about the same. Seems like the bits are a little bit spread out though, a little bit more. Not quite as a dark haze as in a younger version. Still see the alcohol on the sides of the glass. So let's go right to the aroma. I'm really excited about this. Oh wow. Ooh. Okay. 3 years has made a big, huge whopping difference in the aroma here. The spiciness, the alcohol has all taken a back seat. There is this intent, and even the port wine notes. After 1 and 2 years, I noticed that the port sort of notes, the dark fruit, were going down a bit, to the point where it just sort of was like a regular red wine, like a nice dry Merlot or something like that. Now they're just totally gone, like almost just vanished. Like I get a little bit, but now it's just the malts. The malts have taken right over. Deep caramel, just so it smells creamy. Like I don't know if you can envision that in your head, but it just really does. Just like you're smelling some sort of creamy caramel chocolate kind of concoction. It's just, my God, does it smell good. It smells like a dessert beer, man. Like it smells like some sort of like chocolate ale or something along those lines. Like just like really intense chocolate notes coming. I noticed in the second year bottle, some of those notes were starting to come out in the flavor, definitely. It's very, very nice. Very nice. It just smells really good. Not cloying at all. Perfectly sweet, creamy. Very nice. Alright, I'm going right to the taste now. I can't wait. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is a totally different beer almost, man. If you handed this to me and not told me what it was, I couldn't tell you it was Chimay Blue. I honestly could not. It has dramatically changed in 3 years. So creamy, smooth, malty. Still just about medium bodied, but the creaminess and texture of the taste just gives you that impression that it's gotten thicker. Just intense, like toffee, caramel, chocolate. That clove spiciness has died to the point where it's just a slight bitterness at the end, mixing with whatever hops is still left. Oh, wow. Amazing. Friggin' amazing, man. Alcohol is definitely gone down a bit, too. It's not nearly as warm and going down anymore. Wow. If you can do this, I'd recommend it. It's definitely worth waiting a couple years. Even the second year was pretty damn good. But here, I think really, and they say these days that the current string of vintages from Chimay, that about 4 to 5 years is the peak. And I think I'd probably agree. I can't see it getting much better. I think it's gotten to the point where all the flavors and everything blended together into this nice, smooth, easy drinking thing. And I don't know if it could get any better. I think it's at the point where it would, you know, sort of plateau for a couple years and then start going downhill. Wow. Just amazing. If I could give higher than a 5 out of 5, I would. It's just that much better than a fresh bottle. And a fresh bottle is basically a 5 out of 5 beer for me. Man, that's great. That is so great. Yeah, I hope the people who've been following this enjoyed this little series I did. I hope it encourages people to actually try this yourselves. I mean, I know it's kind of a pain, like, and I'm like that too. Like, I know recently Albino Rhino mentioned this somewhere, that he just doesn't have the patience to cellar anything like beyond about a year. But really, it is worthwhile. It's part of the hobby, right? Beer enthusiasm is not just a bunch of guys getting drunk. I mean, that's the fun part of it, but it is a hobby. It's a legitimate fucking hobby as far as I'm concerned. The interest in beer. And this is part of it. Just the satisfaction you get out of cellaring something, seeing it change for the better, and then being able to sample that years later, it's a beautiful thing. It's really, really nice, really enjoyable. I personally think so anyway. Yeah, this is just definitely worthwhile. Chimay. It's not the cheapest beer out there, but this is a perfect beer for cellaring. Perfect one to start with. Get yourself 3 bottles. You do 1 bottle a year. That's why I did it actually that way. Partly. Like, first, of course, I wanted to record the differences over the years, but I also wanted not, you know, wait 3 years for 1 fucking bottle of beer, right? So, excuse me. Now I have to go share this with some other people, because if I don't, I'm going to be very, very drunk tonight, and I don't want to be very, very drunk tonight. So, thumbs up. This was totally worthwhile. I'm so happy that I actually did this. I mean, just the changes between these 2 beers, amazing, stellar, absolutely stellar. It's just a really cool thing to do, to experience, and I hope you guys out there decide to do it. I'm definitely going to be doing more of this. I'm probably going to buy some more bottles of Chimay. Might even try to cellar some for 5 years. And because the NSLC has been getting a lot more cooler beers lately, I'm going to see if I can find some on the racks that are worth cellaring, and I might start documenting those. I'm not going to do another series on Chimay, unless I get like Chimay red cap in the big bottles. But yeah, so yeah, I know this doesn't seem very professional. I'm just sort of going and ah and all that shit, but you know, whatever. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm taking off now. Shutting up. See you guys later.